Welcome back, everybody. So my next movie review for you is Bumblebee. So I went into this movie really excited, really on board from the trailers, and I finally watched it today, and I was not disappointed in any way, shape or form. So this movie follows the Autobot Bumblebee, who is sent to Earth by Optimus Prime during the war on Cybertron to protect Earth and its people until the Autobots' arrival. But two Decepticons find out exactly where Bumblebee is and go on the hunt for him. So this movie, like I said, I was entertained from start to finish. This movie does have its slower moments, and yet it has its kind of more fast-paced moments, but as a whole, as a general, it is an entertaining watch, and this is my personal opinion. The first part of this movie, the opening sequence, sent me straight back to my childhood. The way they looked, I was just like going, am I watching the cartoon that I used to watch when I grew up? Because it was that good. I was like, this is a great style. It has a different style to it compared to, say, the Michael Bay movies. Also, this movie is set in 1987, so that kind of retro nostalgic kind of feel come over me, because obviously that's the era that I grew up, and I think that's also the reason why I enjoyed this movie so much. Also, this movie hasn't got a very complicated storyline to it, which I don't mind, to be honest with you. They lay it out quite early on in the movie. They go, well, here's what's basically happening, here's the plan, there you go, sit back, enjoy the rest of the movie. And it works for me. It really did. There's just nothing too elaborate about this movie in any way, shape or form. It's not like the past Michael Bay movies where they're heavily overloaded with CGI, massive explosions and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of tamed down a little bit, and it's kind of confined into one area. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is, instead of a big city battle and all that kind of stuff, it's confined to a certain area, and it's kept in that area, which is another element of this movie I really did enjoy. The performances in this are absolutely fantastic as well, especially the female lead character, which I cannot remember her name, so I do apologise, but she is actually really good. So she has a backstory as well, where her father died when she was younger. She was well into this diving. Her father died. She could not readjust to this new life and has struggled through life since her father's passing. She then finds the Volkswagen, finds out that the Volkswagen is Bumblebee, and there is a bond created from this. And this is where the slower parts of this movie come in. Now, a lot of people think, or I've read a few reviews saying it's quite stretched out, long-winded in the middle of this movie. It's there for a reason. These slower parts of this movie are to create that emotional attachment to the lead characters, and it works. Even though I have seen Bumblebee in past movies, this is like a fresh new approach to it, and you do get this brand new kind of emotional attachment to him and emotional attachment to the lead character, which is something that is a very good element to this. This movie is also not hugely action-packed. You get the beginning sequence, you get a few little smaller fight scenes around the middle, and then you get the main end battle, which is done very well. Like I said, it's not heavily hasn't got like heavy CGI work in this. It's very kind of keyed down, low key, compared to, say, like the Michael Bay movies. Also, this movie has also lost all of its sexual innuendos and all that kind of stuff from the past Michael Bay movies. This is quite a family-friendly movie. There are comedic moments in this movie as well, which are actually very enjoyable. There are a few bits going, well, does that really need to be in there? But it doesn't make no difference. They're small little bugbears for me, because the whole of the movie, or the rest of the movie, is actually kind of enjoyable. Now, here's the other thing about this. Yes, there are things that suggest that this is part of the Michael Bay movie franchise, but there are other parts of this you're going, is this a reboot? Because I'm telling you, if it is a reboot, keep to that style and you'll have a great set of movies. Honestly, there's a bit towards the end, very end, and you're going, this is a reboot. Because there are things here which are not connected to, you know, the Michael Bay universe, but yet there are a couple of other little elements which you go, well, that's connected to the Michael Bay universe. But I'm just, in my eyes, I'm hoping that this is a reboot because of its style. It felt different. It felt better. You haven't got all this, like I said, over elaborate explosions. It's not set in this big city destruction. It's just confined to one place. The storyline is very simple. Like I said, they lay it out to you kind of early so you can just sit back and enjoy the movie. It is an entertaining movie. I have read a couple of reviews saying it's not that good or it's not that brilliant. For me, they're wrong. Honestly, I enjoyed this movie from start to finish. It sent me back to my childhood. I really enjoyed watching it. It wasn't overdone too much, and that's the key part. It has a different style to it. I love the cameo appearances from Optimus Prime as well. It's just, there's so much I could talk about with this movie, but I'm just going to keep this as quite a short review, to be honest with you. But it is an enjoyable watch. Like I said, I enjoyed the performances. I like the concept. The storyline wasn't hard to follow in any way, shape or form, and you just get that sense it's a fun, family friendly movie compared to, say, the last Transformers movies. That's just my opinion. So on that note, please tell me what you think. If you've seen this movie, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below. If you haven't seen this movie, please go out and see it. Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below. So on that note, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.